Hello everyone, I'm your host and your narrator Kritika. So I'm going to read this chapter Basement from my book Terror, which is available on Notion Press. I have shared the link in the description box. If you really like these stories, then you can purchase my book and read it. I wanted to make sure my mom believed everything was normal, so I told her nothing happened. I just came back from the hospital and I am feeling weak. She handed me a juice can and told me to drink it. After she left room, I quietly set the can aside and opened the diary. Inside I found a torn piece of kurta, a piece of clothing. There was a label on it that matched that the one cloth Miley had given me a few days ago. Still, something didn't feel finished. I had left something behind in the basement. Should I go back down there? Why am I hallucinating? Is this just a panic attack? I felt confused, but deep inside I knew I had to take the risk. I took the courage to go back to the basement. I still needed answer. As I stepped down into the dark, musty air, I hoped the diary would reveal more. I turned on the light, and that's when I noticed something I hadn't seen before, a green thread lying on the ground. I picked it up. Suddenly, Rasha's blurry face appeared in front of me. He did not speak, just pointed silently, monitoring for me to follow. I followed him, and he led me toward the window of my room. The very same window where I had once seen four people digging in the backyard with a spade. It hit me. That wasn't a dream. I wasn't hallucinating. They needed my help. Outside, I saw Rasha's family still digging around the house. Why me? Why was I the one they chose to hunt? I looked down at the diary again, the green thread still in my hand, the torn piece of kurta beside me. Tried to piece it all together. There had to be a reason. Then I noticed something strange. The mirror in my room, it was facing a different direction than usual. I walked towards it. As I looked into it, my reflection started to laugh. Not just my laugh, hard laugh. Started I lean in closer to see if it was really laughing. The sound grew louder. My reflection raised its hand and started patting the glass again and again, harder each time until a small crack appeared. The air felt thick, something wasn't right. I felt my jacket and ran from the room, headed straight from the car. My mom saw me running and went into my room to check. I don't know exactly what happened after that, but I'm sure of one thing. The moment she entered, the noise must have become louder and the mirror shattered. Hours later, when I finally returned home, I found both my parents sitting silently on the sofa. My dad was holding my mom's hand tightly. She was shivering, completely pale with fear. I walked quietly toward my room. The floor was covered in shards of broken mirror. I came downstairs and asked, "Did you see what happened to my room?" My dad held my hand firmly and said, "Stay with us. Don't go back into that room. They just wanted me to be safe." We immediately moved to Dad's friend's house. They offered us shelter until everything could return to be normal. My dad still doesn't believe what happened, not the, completely, but I could see the confusion in his eyes. He did not understand how it happened, but deep down he knew something wasn't right.